Hi everyone, it's me, Mrs. Storyteller, and this is my first video on YouTube. Now, it's not a story, but it's just, an introduction, to get to know me, know who I am, and this is me talking. Yeah, it's me. I am a girl, by the way. Yes, I know my voice sounds deep, but my voice has always sounded deep, and I'm quite nervous of doing this because I've never actually done something like this before. So I apologise if none of you can understand me as well as some people might. But you're just gonna have to get used to it if you're gonna want to hear me read some stories to you. Now, just to let you all know, I read different types of stories, like fan fiction, horror, comedy, romance and all that. Now, I do read most of my own stories I've written, or I will read other stories I've seen on Wattpad or fan fiction or whatever. Now, just to let you know, when I start reading all these stories, I'm just going to warn you all that I'm not very good at doing characters' voices. Like, say, with the male voices for male characters, I'm pretty good at because my voice is naturally deep. Like, hey, and all that. But with female voices, I'm going to have to put my voice in a bit of a more high pitch. Like this for some reason. But say if it's like a fan fiction, say an Avengers fan fiction, I'm not really good at doing like the characters' voices. I mean, I can do a pretty good Thor impression, like, hi. But other characters, I'm still working on it. But, as I carry on with reading and all that, I should get better. And, well, the reason why I'm nervous about doing this is because, well, I don't really like reading out loud because I get nervous in case I say something wrong. Because when I'm reading, sometimes I skip words or I mispronounce it. So that's why sometimes I just don't read loud. So that's why I'm pretty nervous about doing this. And whilst I'm reading a story, when I start doing it and you can't understand what I'm saying, I will apologise for that because I don't know. I get kind of shy when I read out loud to people, and because since I'm going to be uploading these on YouTube and people around the world are going to watch them, I'm pretty nervous about that. So I'll see how I get on when I start doing it. Now, when I start reading up these stories, I'm not always it's not always going to be about me talking. I'm going to add some background music to set the theme of the story and sound effects I've found. And sometimes with that I'll get some voices, because I'm not really good at doing female voices. I'll try and find some about what they're saying and all that. Well, I don't know if you understand what I mean, but I'm going to use some sound effects when I'm reading the story to make it seem more effective, because there's no point in you reading a story to people and you don't add that effect onto it, because it will get boring. Because loads of people who read stories and upload them to YouTube, I've watched those, so I know, and they add sound effects and background music so it makes the story seem more effective and more believable. So I am going to do that. I'm not copying people, but I just want to make it sound effective. Now, I won't always read stories. Sometimes I'll read poetry or a short message for a special occasion or something. But it's going to mostly be stories I'll read, but I'm just telling you I will do some poetry and some messages as well. I actually don't know what else to say to you guys now. I think that's quite enough, but I will start reading some stories to you soon as I get the chance. But in the meantime, if you want to submit a story for me to read, or any poetry or messages or whatever, you can tell me in the comments below and I'll see if I can do it for you. Other than that, I'll be looking forward to reading to you guys. So, see you.